Welcome to the short demo of smartcrowds Ideas for Improvement. smartcrowds Ideas is part of the smartcrowds engagement, empowerment, and innovation platform, giving organizations the ability to engage with their staff beyond their typical survey cycle and identify and act upon the opportunities for improvement highlighted and drive real innovative change. smartcrowds Ideas allows organizations to act on the information garnered from employee engagement activities to launch improvement initiatives and time-bound innovation challenges. smartcrowds' unique crowd-based approach means that the people who know your organization and structural units most intimately are the ones who can provide solutions to their and your most pressing challenges. This is the landing page for a standard user of smartcrowds. Share a pulse and take a surveys make up the survey offering from smartcrowds. This allows organizations to reach out and ask questions of their staff, customers, or supply chain. Ask a question and raise a concern are part of smartcrowds listening, an always-on means for your employees to be able to reach out to others in the organization when they need help. Suggest an improvement and respond to a challenge are part of smartcrowds Ideas and give organizations the ability to tap into the collective brainpower of their employees and other stakeholder groups to seek solutions to problems or ideas for new products and services. What we'll concentrate on in this demo is smartcrowds Ideas, specifically suggest an improvement. We are now on the crowds page, which lists all of the crowds that I'm a member of. Crowds are the underlying structure of the smartcrowds application. Crowds are groups of individuals who are working toward a common aim or purpose. As an individual within an organization, I may be a member of many crowds, dependent upon my roles, knowledge, experience, and areas of interest. In this example, the organization has decided to align their crowds with the organizational business unit structure. This is one way to structure crowds, but one of the great benefits of smartcrowds is the ability to structure these crowds in whatever way you want. In fact, building crowds that have membership from across different organizational units is a great way to help break down those organizational silos that can hinder innovation. Let's look at one of these crowds in more detail. Here we can see that within this crowd, there are a few initiatives or improvement areas, each looking for ideas for beneficial change. Let's look at the improvement area for the workplace. Here we can see a description that sets out the aims of this improvement area and that some ideas have been submitted. We will look at the ideas submitted around revised shift patterns. Here we see that an idea has been submitted suggesting that the organization should consider altering the shift patterns currently used. We can see that this has received a positive response through thumbs up and star ratings. We can also see that there is some feedback through comments from other crowd members. In fact, this has led to the idea being refined by the introduction of a comment around a shift swapping app. Given that there appears to be some excitement about this idea, it is now time to carry out a formal assessment of the idea to ensure that it aligns with the organizational priorities. We can see here that several assessments have been undertaken by different assessors against numerous organizational priorities. In the background, these assessments add to an overall assessment score, which, when positive, further increases our confidence that this is an idea we should progress further. The next stage in the process will be to investigate this idea further to decide if it is one that we want to implement. In this example, the first stage is a feasibility review where a piece of desk work has been assigned to an individual followed by a review meeting. This work has led to an outcome that the idea is feasible and that the next step in our workflow should be commenced. In this example, an employee review involves the launch of a survey to the employee group to assess their feedback to the idea. Let's look at this survey. Here we can see the results of the survey, which suggest that although there is dissatisfaction with the current shift patterns, there is little consensus as to what should replace them. There does, however, appear to be an appetite for a shift swapping app. We can now see these findings recorded as an outcome for this plan, and that the next stage in evaluating this idea is to look at the financial viability of a shift swapping app. We can see the plans that we have just viewed recorded in this Gantt chart. One of the great features of smartcrowds is the ability to build teams to take responsibility for progressing an idea. As with all smartcrowds elements, ideas comes with comprehensive inbuilt reporting powered by Microsoft Power BI. Let's take a look at 3 of these reports from the extensive suite available. This program overview report shows all the current projects. We can drill down into individual plans to see the associated tasks. The funnel cumulative report shows the current status of all ideas that have been submitted. This engaged people report shows who our most engaged people are in the innovation process, a great way to identify those budding entrepreneurs in your organization. That concludes our short demo of smartcrowds ideas. If you would like to find out more, our contact details can be found at the end of this video.